Good day, everybody. The Republican leader for 2022 comes up, and he's ready to be the most different person out here you've ever seen. You know, for a very long time now, since 2011, I talk about our debt. I talk about a lot of different things. And right now, we're going to start talking about the monetary system. And let's get ready. And here we go.
Everyone came to the bank and requested their money.
I'm going to ask you a question, but then I want to go back to mine. Because you're reading, this is the huge change of the last 5 years. It's not fraudulent. It's not fraudulent. Because everybody understands it, but it is.
No one really understands.
Well, okay, I mean, those who know about it, they knew about it, so it's not fraudulent.
I talked to them, like teachers and MPs, even MPPs, and they had no idea that there was only $4 billion in the vaults, but over $1 trillion was lent out.
Okay, so let me go back. Well, the fact that they didn't know it, they should have.
But really, no one does.
Okay, quick.
Should that be involved a little bit more before we start using money, that we should be told where it is? Where it comes from?
Well, no.
Okay, so it's one thing to lend out money you just don't have. But how can you charge interest on nothing? And not just any kind of interest.
Compounded interest.
Here's a fun way to explain the difference between regular interest and compounded interest. Imagine lending someone $1 at the time Christ was born, at let's say 6% interest. Ready? Go.
To everything turn, there is a season, and make time to every purpose of the a time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast.
Jesus Christ is right. This is especially scary when you consider that all
I hope people here are getting an understanding of the monetary system, of how compound interest, and how Paul Martin brought in the bill for us to borrow from private banks. This video is called "Oh Canada, Our Sold Out Land." This video is from 2011. Our debt back then was $1.6 billion a day and is now up to $5.5 billion a day. And it is getting higher and higher because of inflation. Look it, I remember, and it all began back in 1972. But when it really started happening was under Mike Harris, the Conservative Party, when he started selling Canada, saying everything must be sold, everything must be sold. The Conservative parties were the one who brought it in. Paul Martin was the one who signed it to bring it in. Folks, you take turns on picking parties, and all they're doing is partying on your money. Paul Martin now is worth approximately almost $3 billion because of inflation. Because of him borrowing from private banks. I'm sure if he wanted anything, he would be able to get it. The Liberal Party is one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen out here, followed by your NDP party. They're bum chum buddies. And I'm telling you people today, we have to start working on a monetary system. And trust me, if I've been doing this and knowing this in 2011, I can promise you one thing. I ran for mayor twice here in Hamilton, Ontario as an activist. And when I run for the Ontario government as a Republican leader, and if I get a chance at a debate, I will be talking about the monetary system. I will be talking about crust displacement. I will not be having some little phony girl there underneath George Soros named Greta that she's sitting there meeting with Justin Trudeau for people to sit there and go, I voted not for Jamad Singh. I voted not for this person. I'm telling you not to vote for any of them. Because the Republican Party coming out here is going to do one thing. Open up everything to do with the Ontario government.
Credit cards, loans, and mortgages are all to be paid back with compounded interest. By the way, if you translate the word mortgage to its original language, French, it literally means death pledge, because people will often work their whole lives to pay off their home by the time the banks have made all their money. Interestingly enough,
And let's remember now, for you to buy anything, to buy a house, you have to buy it from your federal government first. Then you have to buy it from your Ontario government. And then it goes to the municipal government. And then it goes down, of course, to your real estates. And sitting behind it is the most crooked people out here. You know, I came out here and called our Canadian government Democrats, and I never had so many people from CP24 News on Toronto. And this is where this video is going to. I really enjoy being on CP24 News instead of being part of Hamilton, the most corrupt city in Ontario. Thank you all for watching my videos.